Hi friends, I am from Donbas, from a small mining city called Stakhanov. And there is something about people like me that Russia will never tell you. I grew up speaking Russian everywhere, at home, in the yard, at school, with my family, with my friends. And it wasn't political, it wasn't forced, it was just life. No one ever punished me for speaking Russian. No one ever needed to protect me, because there was nothing to protect me from. And what Russia shows you is the story. What I lived is reality. In my city, there were three big plants: heavy industry, constant smoke, the air wasn't clean. You could wash your clothes, leave them on the balcony overnight, and by morning they were already gray, covered in soot. Coal dust was everywhere, on window sills, on playgrounds, on our hands. And ask yourself, does this look like a place where people were fighting for language rights? Of course not. We were dealing with real life, with survival, with work, with health. I grew up in a small courtyard in a district called Romashka. Grey buildings, broken asphalt, old swings that cracked in the evenings. Neighbors sitting outside. Everyone knew each other. No soldiers, no oppression, no so-called rescue missions, just people living their normal lives. We didn't think about politics. We thought about food, about money, about daily life. And about 2012, 2013, things slowly started to change. New shops, better roads, some buildings repaired. Yes, it wasn't much, but it felt like movement, like the real one. And if someone needed to save us, why did life start getting better before any Russian help? And then, after many years, suddenly our old cinema in the center of the city was reopened. For years it had been abandoned, grey, empty, and suddenly it became bright pink. Inside soft seats, big screens, light everywhere, and the whole city came. There was music, kids laughing, people smiling. Does that look like a place waiting to be rescued? For some time, it felt like life was getting better, really. And then the war came. And yes, my city still exists, but it is occupied, almost from the very beginning, from 2014. And it feels like it's stuck somewhere in the 80s, 90s, like time moved backwards. So again, what exactly was the point of saving us? And the price of this so-called saving is lives. People killed, families destroyed. My own family survived by miracle. A missile hit our courtyard, right where we lived. And that day, in my district Romashka, many people died. After the explosion, there was fire, and it spread so fast that some people didn't escape. Some burned alive in their own homes. And this is what saving Donbas looks like. We were never asking to be saved. We were not oppressed. We were not persecuted. We were just living. And this is the part Russia needs you to believe, that we really needed them. Because if you understand the truth, their whole story collapses. There was no point to save us. There was no threat, no genocide, no protection ever needed. That is the myth. The one that keeps their propaganda alive. And the truth is simple. The ones who claimed to protect Donbas are the ones who destroyed it.